Most of my projects carry a strong affinity to the axis. There's something profoundly human about the way people perceive a line of projection. You see it in the grand boulevards of Paris, you see it in the Parliament House of Bangladesh, and even along Orchard Road. So whenever architecture acknowledges the axis, I think people will align with it. Hi, I am Woon Chong Yen, the architect behind this space. This is a penthouse unit with a double volume living and dining area, roughly 3,500 square feet spread across 2 levels. From concept to completion, it took us around 8 months. The first thing you notice upon entering is the sheer depth of the layout. A long entrance draws your eyes toward a soaring 6.5 meter ceiling. The challenge was, how do you animate this vast space and create intimacy? Minimalism might have left it too empty. Overexpression would turn it into a showroom. I wanted something richer, something that ties back to nature. So I introduced a single axis through the house, from the living area, right across the dining, all the way to the kitchen. At both ends, glass panels reflect the axis beyond the walls to give an illusion of infinity. But this axis isn't just symbolic, it is practical. It organizes the home into 3 zones: the kitchen, the dining, and the living, all while maintaining openness. The kitchen is designed with twin corridors, and it allows access from either side. So each passage catches light differently and subtly shifting the mood as you move through. Here we layered blue and red against metallic finishes, creating both contrast and complement. To me, it is less about dividing space and more about sculpting it. No matter where you stand, this openness remains, and yet this axis quietly holds everything together, both open and intimate at once. Designing a double volume space comes with its own paradox. Too subtle and it feels lifeless. Too elaborate and it overwhelms. The solution lies in a careful calibration. The axis isn't just a structure to hold the air conditioning cassette. It is also for directing movement, for framing of views, for demarcating functions, and for the layering of spaces. You almost never give one solution to one problem, but instead, a single design gesture often addresses multiple issues. Technically, this demanded precision. Every thickness, every alignment had to be considered. Inside the axis, a concealed metal frame carries the air conditioning piping, and also electrical wires are hidden within. The invisible is as important as the visible. And of course, construction is never perfect. Walls will lean slightly and nothing is truly straight. So instead of forcing perfection, we sculpted around these imperfections, letting the building itself dictate a certain kind of detailing. I think these constraints gave the final outcome a very deliberate and crafted quality. Even in the more intimate rooms, we design with intention. The bathrooms, for example, each one feels vastly different from each other. One feels like and monolithic, almost meditative. Another channels you deeper into the space with a sense of retreat. And the daughter's bathroom, perhaps the most generous in the house, was expanded into the enclosed balcony. There, a bathtub transforms the space into her own private sanctuary. It helps that each bathroom had a distinct outline from the start, and we amplified their individual characters. So these bathrooms, serving the same function, are all having different atmospheres. Throughout the home, we wanted to bring nature into the narrative. Why? Because we live in a city of concrete, and nature gives relief. The owners love to travel, and that spirit is reflected here. On one side of the living room, the inspiration was mountains, strong and grounded. On the other, a sea of clouds, which is light and ethereal. The question was, how do you cue these ideas into the spaces? Through the curation of materials. Original timber balustrades bring warmth. A bar countertop appears to be carved from stone, and the dining table with a pebble-like finish, it recalls a riverbed. Even the forms play their part. Clear and strong geometries give legibility. Organic textures soften them and suggest a connection to nature. So form and function, structure and softness, they are constantly in dialogue. In that balance lies the richness of this home. The axis gives it order, the materials make it experiential.
So what do you like about this home?
Everything.